Hello everyone, today we're going to have a look at 7.5 calculating angles. We've already done this in a previous chapter, but today we're going to have a special look at calculating angles in triangles. It is really important to make notes because you really need the rules for angles in order to solve all the little puzzles at the end. So first of all, we're going to refresh actually the rules for calculating angles. Then you're going to learn how to calculate angles in triangles, and I'm going to show you how you need to write this down, because it's really important that you write down what you do each step that you take. But first, rules for calculating angles. So we're going to have a look at the right angle, straight angle and full angle, because what is it again? A right angle is an angle with 90 degrees. And it looks like this. A straight angle is an angle that is 180 degrees and it looks like this. So it's basically a straight line. And last but not least, a full angle, and it's 360 degrees and it looks like this. First, you've got like a line, it's given, then a point that's given as well, and then the full angle is the circle, because a circle is 360 degrees. Then we're going to have a look at opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal. That is the rule. So if you've got a look at those two lines, they intersect each other at point S, and this line as well. We can see that angle S3 is equal to angle S5. They really look the same. They are the same based upon a rule that opposite angles are equal. But angle S4 is equal to angle S2 plus angle S1. But how do we write this down? We say that angle S3 equals angle S5. And for the ones who forgot, this little sign is the sign of an angle. If you forgot it, please write it down. And then we also see that angle S4 is equal to angle S1 plus angle S2. So you say angle S4 equals angle S1 plus angle S2. And that is the same as angle S12. You may write it down like this. Then, the angle sum of a triangle. So the angle sum of a triangle, three angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So that means if I'm going to add this, plus that, then I will get 180 degrees. And really important, those angles are of course not the same. The base angles. Well, what are base angles again? Base angles occur in an isosceles triangle, and base angles in an isosceles triangle are the same. Remember that in an isosceles triangle, two edges are the same length. You could remember this by drawing a little figure of a little man standing with his feet on the ground, and the ground is going to be green. He's standing on the grass. You can see that this over here is a triangle. And we of course know that the legs are the same. They've got the same length. You're standing with your feet on the ground. So the feet are actually the base angles. So if I'm going to have a look and put the same letters in as in our picture, then this would be B, this feet would got A, and this feet is C. So if I'm going to have a look in the picture, I know that this and that are the base angles, and they are the same. So if you forgot what base angles are in an isosceles triangle, then draw a little man. You write it down like this. And the rule for the angle bisector. An angle bisector divides an angle exactly in half. So if I'm going to divide angle C with an angle bisector, it divides angle C exactly in half. So it means that we've got two angles C. We've got angle C1 and angle C2. And this and that is the same. So we use the same symbols. We write it down like angle C1 equals angle C2. And what you call 1 and what you call 2, that may differ. So you could also call this 2 and that 1. It doesn't really matter. Then, the angle sum of a quadrilateral. We know that a quadrilateral is anything with 4 angles. So the sum of the 4 angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So if I'm going to add angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, it will make 360 degrees. Alright, so now we're going to have a look at an example of calculating angles in triangles. So, given is the picture. So given is that triangle KLM has angle K with 50 degrees and angle M with 60 degrees. And LS, so that's the edge, if there's no angle in between before it, is the angle bisector of angle L. So always highlight the things in a sentence that you think is important. So I will give you some time to copy the picture in your notebooks. And of course, you may put it on pause. I really think that the angle bisector is really important to know, because now I know that angle L1 is angle L2. And of course, it's important to know how many degrees angle M and angle M is. They want us to calculate angle S1 and angle S2. So this is what we want to know. But how do we need to do this? We will need some rules that I gave you in the previous sheets. So we need the rules of angle sum triangle. So 3 angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. We will need the angle bisector so that it divides in half. And we will need a straight angle, and that is that it was 180 degrees. But how are we going to write this down? We needed to calculate angle S1 and angle S2. I know that angle K plus angle M plus angle L is 180 degrees, because that's the angle sum of a triangle. It's really, really, really important to write down angle sum triangle, or the sum of all angles in the triangle, but you need to give me a reason why you do what you do. Then we know that if we're going to subtract 50 and 60 by 180, that is how we will get angle L. So I did 180 degrees because of this rule, minus 50 because 50 is angle K, and minus 60 because that is angle M, and that is 70 degrees. And what I always do is writing everything that I know inside my sketch. So now I know that angle L is 70 degrees. I also know that angle L1 and angle L2 are the same because of the angle bisector. Remember of the story, angle HLS was the angle bisector. So I know that if I'm going to divide angle L by 2, I will know what angle L1 and L2 is. So 70 divided by 2, and that's 35. That's equal to L1 and L2 because of the angle bisector. And it's not really important to write it down over here, as long as you write it down at the first sentence. So now I know that this is 35 and that as well. And still I write it down because it's really important to show all your information because it will help you to solve your puzzle. So now I see that there are 2 triangles more. I've got triangle KLS and I've got triangle SML. Which triangle you choose to continue calculating doesn't really matter. I chose to use KLS. Because again, I know that angle K plus angle L1 and angle S1 equals 180 degrees because the angle sum of a triangle. So I know that angle S1 must be 180 degrees because I know that because of this. Minus 50 degrees because that's what angle K is. Minus 35 degrees because that is angle L1. And it's 95 degrees. So now I can choose to all calculate the same with triangle LSM, or we're going to use a straight angle. And I'm going to use a straight angle because I know that angle S1 plus angle S2 equals 180 degrees because it's a straight angle. Look, it's a straight line. So I know that angle S2 must be 180 degrees because of the straight angle, minus 95 because we knew that that was equal to this. And that's 85 degrees. So this is how you must write it down. I want you to show me the letters with a reason in brackets, and then you're going to show me your calculations. If your calculations are a bit different, it's fine as well, because I also showed you that you have many opportunities to calculate angle S2 and angle S1. But it's most important to write down the reasons why you use, for instance, 180. Why not 360? Write that down. So your conclusion, angle S1 equals 95 degrees and angle S2 equals 85 degrees.